Hey y'all, welcome to I think it's day 10 of Vlogmas. So this is gonna be like a little sit down talk video. I got some Burger King. I got the Whopper combo with just cheese, ketchup, and mayonnaise. That's all I really like on my burger. Sometimes I like bacon and tomato, but that's it. And I got sweet and sour sauce and some not buffalo barbecue sauce for my fries. But anyway, let me get my hand sanitizer. So, we're gonna be talking about like gold diggers, but men gold diggers. Because I know some men like to say that women that only mess with men that have money and good jobs and stuff, they're gold diggers. But men, there's a lot of men that are gold diggers too. And I've seen this like for myself. And my ex gave me the idea for this video because he had hit me up, y'all. Even though I blocked him, he's he's free now. For now, he be in and out of prison all the time. But anyway, he's free for now. And he hit me up from like one of them text now numbers, and he was like, "What's up with you and me? I miss you." And and on social media, I saw he's living with another woman. So I asked him, "Why you keep calling me? What are you talking about? Don't you have a girlfriend?" And he straight up told me the only reason he's with her is because he needs a place to stay. He can't live with his mom, because they know the kind of charges that he has, and she can't have nobody with those charges live with her. And one of the neighbors, they snitched, and they told the leasing office, so he can't live with his mother. He has grandparents, but I don't know why he can't live with them, I guess. But he's straight up told me the only reason he's with her is because she provides him a place to live. That's it. He was like, the woman is old enough to be his mama, and she is, and that's the only reason he's with her. And he was like, all you got to do is say the word, and I'm gonna come with you because I want to be with you. No. So that made me think about my brother, because I remember a couple years back, me I have two brothers. I have two brothers that are the complete opposite. They're both, one of them is 10 years older than me, and the other one is like 12 years older than me. And they grew up in the same household under the same parents. Grew up one of them we have one of us are half brother and sister, but we grew up literally, we were all raised under the same parents, under the same household our whole lives. So you would think like they would be similar, but they are complete opposite. What I mean by that is one of them is a family man. He's a career man. He's a police officer. He's been a police officer for like, I think, 7 years now. He's been married to the same woman for like 12 years. He's a very much like a family type man. He's very responsible. He just now had his first baby in June. My niece, she was born June 12th. So he's like a very responsible family man. My other brother, who was the oldest out of all of us, I don't know why he's like this, but he is a player. He has different baby moms. His oldest son, my oldest nephew, is like in his 20s, and he doesn't really like take care of his kids like that, and he goes house to house playing women, living with different women. So it's like and he's been to prison too. He's like an ex-felon or whatever. And they're just like total opposite. Like you wouldn't think they were brothers. So, my oldest brother, the one that's like a player or whatever, and people, the women think he's good looking. Like a lot of women, they love my brother because they say he's fine, he's good looking. So I understand, like, he could find him a good woman and settle down with one woman. But I guess that's just not what he wants to do. So, I remember me and my oldest brother, him, and his homeboy was riding around one day, right? And my brother, he went to two different women houses, right? So the first house we went to, we just talked and sat down a little bit. She had like, I'm gonna say 4 kids and like a pretty big house, right? So we sat and talked to her or whatever, and then we went to another woman's house. Of course, he didn't tell that woman we was about to go to another woman's house, and that woman, her house was smaller. Actually, she lived in an apartment, and she had 1 kid. So when we left her house, on the way back, my brother and his homeboy was just talking, comparing the 2 women. He was like, man, which one should I go with? Which one should I go with? They were like literally comparing and contrasting, like, well, this one right here, her house is bigger, but she got so many kids. She got 4 kids, but her house is bigger, and she works a lot. So she works 12-hour shifts, so I'll have the house to myself while the kids are in school. I don't want to do it with all them kids, though. The second one, her house ain't as big, and she don't work as much, so she'll be home more, but she only got 1 kid, so I won't have to deal with all them kids. So they're literally like going back and forth, comparing which woman he should go with. So he's really comparing the 2 women's and their situations, how many kids they got, and notice how like he's not comparing like which one he likes the best. He's going by which one would benefit him the most. Like, will it be the woman with the bigger house, but she's got 4 kids, or the woman with the smaller house, she doesn't work that much, but she's only got 1 kid? I'm like, this is crazy. And y'all say women are gold diggers? Men are, some men are gold diggers too. Like, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Like, they sitting down just taking notes on doing the pros and cons of each woman. Which one should I go for? Which one? So, ladies, my ladies that have a good job, that you have your own place, you have a nice home, you have this and that, be smart. Do not let men use y'all, because they definitely will. Certain men will definitely use y'all. So don't be foolish. Don't let no man come in your house, move in with you. Like, just know when you're being used. I don't think it's hard to know when you're being used either, if you use your common sense. So that's the main thing I want to say. Do not let these men use y'all. I know my cousin, he said that he only dates nurses or lawyers, because he knows that nurses make good money, and so do lawyers. So he said that's who he goes for, is the nurses or the lawyers. Like, really? So he's not worried about house or personality. Is she a good person? Like, do y'all have stuff in common? The main thing he's worried about is their career. So, ladies, do not let men use y'all. Don't let nobody use y'all. Especially, like I said, my women that are nurses, lawyers, doctors, that have these wonderful careers, just making good money. Just do not let these men use y'all. Or don't do it. I remember when I worked with this nurse, back when I was doing agency, she was like a travel nurse, right? And her boyfriend, he was a manager at Walmart, which is nothing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with working at Walmart, but obviously she makes a lot more. She was a travel nurse at that, so obviously she makes a lot more than he does, right? And she was saying one day she had came home, because if you have done agency before, once in a while it's a possibility that your shift gets canceled. Like, if they if the scheduler overstaffed the place by accident or something like that, once in a while somebody might get sent home. So that day they were actually overstaffed. The schedule had staffed too many nurses by accident that day. So she ended up going home and she was fine with it. Because said she was working like 5 12-hour shifts. She be doing 5 12-hour shifts, a lot of overtime and stuff. But her boyfriend, he doesn't do overtime at his job. He just works his. Actually, he only worked part time. So obviously, she was the breadwinner of their household. She was the breadwinner. He only worked part time at Walmart, and she was a travel nurse, pulling these 12-hour shifts and stuff. Like 5 12-hour shifts a week. So yeah. So she came home. She was calling him on the way, let him know, hey babe, I sent me home, and he wasn't answering. Actually, he had his phone on do not disturb. It kept going to voicemail. It didn't even ring, just went to voicemail. So she knew his phone was on do not disturb. So she came back home. She had a beautiful house. She said she had a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, living in a nice neighborhood. It was her house. He moved in with her. It was her house. And to make a long story short, she said that she walked in on her boyfriend with another woman in her bed that she brought, and she went off. She went off on him and the woman, and she started throwing stuff at him, throwing stuff at the woman. Because I understand why she would be mad. I mean, that's her house. Like, the house is in her name, and she's paying most of the bills probably. And you effing another woman in my bed that I paid for. And so to make a long story short, they are pressing charges against her because she threw some kind of chair at the girl, and the girl basically is suing her, trying to sue her. That's all I know. So I'm telling this story to y'all to let y'all know, like, it's when you dealing with people that have nothing to lose, but you do have stuff to lose. That's taking a chance. Like, honestly, it is kind of like, it's probably a good idea, especially for my women, like I said, that are nurses, that are doctors, respiratory therapists, anybody that makes a lot of money, has a good career, has a nice car, a home, and stuff like that. You probably be better off only dealing with a man that is on your level, just so you know that you're not being used. Because I can imagine how angry she was. Imagine what kind of feeling that is to come home and you working your ass off as a nurse. Working 12-hour shifts, overtime every week to maintain your lifestyle, and you're helping this man out, and he is sleeping with another woman while you're at work. And I'm sure that's not the first time he's done that too. And he's able to do that because he knows, she's working these 12-hour shifts and stuff. So she's going to be at work a lot. So yeah, that's my message for today. Don't be a fool. Do not let men use y'all. Use your common sense. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all the next time. Bye.